Welcome to Algebraic online tutorial, and before us is this question in measure of dispersion, and it reads that the mean age of X men in a club is 50 years. Now if two men aged 55 and 63 left the club, okay, now the mean age reduced by 1 year. Find the value of X. Now take note, X is the number of men in the club. Alright, now let us recall that according to statistics, the formula for mean, which is symbolized as this, equals summation of f of x all over f summation of what? F, where f is the frequency and x is the number of data given. Okay, so which means at this point the frequency and the data is multiplied, which means the sum of the product of the frequency and that is the number of ages in this case all over the number of what? Men. However, we are told that the number of men here is x, okay, but we don't know anything regarding to the product of the number of men and their ages. Okay, now but we are given that the mean is 50, so let us say 50 here, then equals, now the whole of this we don't know, so let us represent it as let's say capital S, then all over the total number of men is x. Okay, so at this point now let us make S the sort of relation, so we can now say that S equals what? 50x. Now because this is the first sentence, let us make it as equation 1. Now the next sentence now moves that says if two men aged 55 plus and 63 left the club. Okay, now how does this impact on this equation? Let us add this will give us 108. Okay, now so the sum of these ages is 108, so it means 108 will be deducted from here. Okay, because this is the ages. Now here is the sum of sum total of the number of men, the sum total of the product of the number of men and their respective ages. So if 55 plus 53, which sum up to be 118, is taken away from here, so you can say that this is what 50 equals s minus 118, okay, all over. Now since there are two that left the club, which means the frequency, which is the total number of men, that will be x minus what? 2. Okay, all right, so at this point let's cross multiply. By cross multiplying we have at this point we are told that the mean reduced by 1. So here reduced by 50 minus 1 will give us what? 49. All right, so cross multiplying we have 49 into x minus 2, then equals s minus 118. Now opening the bracket on the left hand side, we have 49x now minus 98, because 49 times 2 is 98, so giving us what? S minus 118. But let us recall that s here is 50x. Okay, so here we have 49x minus 98 equals 50x minus 118. So let us collect like terms. Okay, so 50 moving over here. Okay, here we have 49x, then minus 50x, and that's because here 50x as crosses the equal sign, it becomes minus. Then we are left with what? Minus 118. Then minus 98 crossing the equal sign give us what? Plus. So we have plus 98. So 49x minus 50x will give us negative x, and minus 118 plus 98 will give us minus what? 20. So at this point can just multiply both sides of the equation by -1. So we are left with what? X equals what? 20. So the number of men in the club is what? 20. Thank you and God bless you.